Hey everyone, hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just another to XRP. Once again, thank you for your support. Big up the CoinsKid crew. So at the moment, we're sort of neutral territory on the 15-minute time frame. So there's not really any trades setting up at the moment. We're neutral territory. But on the macro, if we take a look, XRP is still above neutral, where Bitcoin is below neutral. So basically what we've got is Bitcoin is currently trending, which is quite concerning, below its bull market support band. Okay, and Ethereum, if you take a look, Ethereum is getting absolutely bashed up right now. It's bearish and it's 48.9% below its bull market support band. So we are getting a buy warning kicking in on Ethereum, although obviously at the moment the current price action on Ethereum feels like you shouldn't buy it or touch it with a barge pole, and this is why I do solemnly rely on data basically. So if we take a look at TON down there, this is a coin that I jumped into yesterday, and the reason is because we're getting a buy signal. It's minus 62% below its bull market support band, so it's getting quite an extension right there. And if we take a quick look at the weekly chart, you can clearly see you've come back into this zone here. So right now we're seeing a nice little reaction from this zone, where basically you've got these high-low structures here, and you're broken out into this resistance, which is basically an ascending triangle from left to right, boom, 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 broke out the third point resistance, and technically what you've done is an impulsive move, a zigzag back into this zone here, and you're currently getting a nice little reaction in oversold conditions down there. So these are the conditions I always look for to enter and buy a coin on the macro. So this is why the macro signal on TON is showing a buying opportunity. Really simple. Are there any other buying opportunities down the list right now? So you may find some. So what you need to do is go to CoinsKid.com and just scour through the list right there and see what you can see. So it was only recently that XRP was on a macro signal, is showing a sell signal, and right now it's coming back down into neutral territory. So if XRP does begin and continues to track Bitcoin, you will see it fall below its bull market support band. So for me, Bitcoin is king, Bitcoin is boss, and it leads the market. So whatever Bitcoin does, technically, we look at your altcoins doing. So if we take a look at Bitcoin right now, really important chart to keep an eye on. At the bottom here, in November of 2022, we've got the nice bullish divergence where you made lower lows and high lows in the RSI. So you got your bull div. Then this proceeded to break out to the upside. Then you got your bear div, which led to an ABC correction that came back into this zone just there. Now this is very important for Bitcoin going forward. So please pay attention, because this is the future of XRP right here. Okay, because if Bitcoin's doing well and coming upstairs, then XRP will do well. So we need Bitcoin to react right now. We do need Bitcoin to start to do something like this and start to come back upstairs. Whether or not it's a retracement or whatever, we need Bitcoin to be coming up if we're expecting another impulsive move for XRP. Really simple. So you need to pay attention to this, because if you take a look, what we've got from this bottom here in an ABC zigzag correction, which started in April of 2023, ABC, what we've got is this sweet spot in the RSI, this zone here, around about 44 I think it is. We saw another impulsive move to the upside, which was that move there. Then if you take a look, we've got equally another bearish divergence here that played out, and the ABC that we incurred last year came back into this sweet spot, which was equally this level here in the RSI, and we've seen another impulsive move to the upside for Bitcoin. So yet again, we've had another ABC zigzag correction coming back down, and where we found support currently, where we are starting to see a reaction for Bitcoin, it's in the sweet spot where another impulsive move began there and another impulsive move began there. So I think it's really important that we pay attention to Bitcoin, because if it comes up like that and starts to roll and does something like that, then it's in a world of trouble, and it could drag XRP down with it. And at that point, you will begin to see XRP losing its bull market support band and trending under it, just like everything else is at the moment. Okay, it's really important we see XRP maintain that, because the reason is, I'm going to go through this with you in the charts, because at the moment we are tracking a fractal for XRP from the previous cycle. We've been tracking it for a very long time. It's going to plan so far, but like I said to you in recent videos, in that fractal, if we begin to deviate, it's not doing what it's done so far. Okay, so we'll jump into the charts right now so I can explain it more clearly on the 5-day time frame. Let's jump in right now. So looking at XRP with the CoinsKid daily ribbon. Now this is an indicator you can get into your charts. Just go to CoinsKid.com, click on the CoinsKid ribbon, and then install it into your TradingView account right there. Really simple process. If you have any problems, just DM me or contact me on the Discord right there. It's an amazing indicator, and I've used this many times, Confluence, to my analysis of whether or not we're entering corrections or bull markets or whatever, or impulsive moves or whatever. So I'm going to show you something I'm looking at on the daily time frame as well, but on the 5-day, a very important time frame, is we've been looking at this fractal for a very long time. For anyone that's been paying attention, we're looking at this rinse repeat on Crypto Street for XRP, and we've done exactly what we've done before, and I'm looking for deviation, and currently we don't see it, which is good news. But the minute we do, and obviously we've got to respect that deviation right there. So this is happening exactly as anticipated. For anyone that's been in with the channel and will know, I was looking at this breakout and I did expect resistance at the all-time high, and I expected support on the previous local high, and that's exactly what we're getting. But if we begin to deviate like this and start to break down, we're not doing exactly what we did on that breakout just there. So we've got compression, left to right, breakout, compression, left to right, breakout. And this is something, this exact moment, this big vertical, this is something I've been looking at exactly the same as that breakout there. Red sell dot, green buy dot, breakout. Red sell dot, green buy dot, breakout right there. It's right on cue. It happened, and I relayed that to you in multiple videos in November last year. Okay, so we've seen what we've seen before, but currently, unless we start to deviate, we should continue the road where we break out into new all-time highs, So the thing we've got to respect is if we start to do what we didn't do there, is break down like this, okay, and start to do something like that, then we're no longer there. We're no longer at the resistance of the previous all-time high, holding the previous pivot high support, which is currently what we're doing. Resistance to the all-time high, previous pivot high support. So we broke out, caught in a range, broke out, caught in a range. We never broke down there. If we start to break down here and lose the CoinsKid ribbon on a 5-day, turn it into resistance, then okay, we can no longer look at this big explosive move to the upside as a high probability, because we're doing what we, what we've not done before, which currently from left to right breakout, left to right breakout, we are. So this is really important. Why this level here, $1.95, and the CoinsKid ribbon, and equally the 20-week EMA, which is your thick yellow line right now. If we start to turn that into resistance, you didn't do it here, and if you start to do it here, then you're no longer copying a fractal of a breakout. So we've got to be very, very cautious and very patient here over the next few weeks for XRP. Okay, so I know a lot of you pile into longs and buying and all that kind of business. You can do what you want to do, but me personally, I'm not going to entertain a big macro long here until I start to see something. So what is that? So basically what I think we may have here, and I've looked at this with you before, is a level of resistance. If we start to take this out, okay, we can entertain the fact we're getting an explosive breakout to the upside. But until that day comes, we've got to be careful, because this could be a left shoulder, a head, a right shoulder that turns into some resistance and breaks down. If we start to see that, then we're not doing what we've done before. And at that point, we should start to break down. And I would look in for a back test of this previous resistance as support in time, where I will entertain some more bids and re-enter an XRP right there. So if we start to see the breakdown on the CoinsKid ribbon on the 5-day time frame, and equally a red sell dot, okay, you're basically where you were there. You're going to drop to the downside. Where you were there, you're going to drop to the downside, because it's simple data that you have to respect in the charts and structure, basically. So we have to see the break of this resistance. So some kind of compression is leading to expansion here for XRP. Now technically we had that wick down the other day, we invalidated the truncation scenario I was looking at, so we may still be caught in some kind of horizontal here. We're doing something like this. Even if we have a flash crash, a wick down into the bottom of the ribbon, which currently sits around about $1.64, as long as we don't start closing inside and printing a red sell dot, we could still have some kind of ABC here, come back up, coil up, and then break out, which would be absolutely amazing going forward. But what we don't want to see is trending below the 20-week EMA right there. If we start to turn that into resistance over multiple weeks, then technically it's not a good look for XRP, because like I said to you, at that point you're in for a bigger macro correction, a drawdown. At that point I'd just be looking at this zone here as a buyback for XRP, okay, going forward. We're caught in a range. The clue will be in the charts in time. What's going to happen? I've not got a crystal ball. I can't see into the future. I can't guarantee that XRP is going to break out or break down or whatever, but I will react to the price action. So if we drop the CoinsKid crystal ball in right now, there is a clue that liquidity is coming back into the market. And if you take a look, we've got this range break here for the crystal ball where liquidity is breaking out right now. So in December, we entered some kind of correction here. And right now, over the next couple of weeks, this liquidity re-enters the market and is breaking out to the upside. So it could be a clue that XRP is just going sideways in a range, finds support, doesn't break down, and then begins to break out in that beautiful final fifth wave, which from this low is a 1 into a 2, into a 3, into a 4, into a 5. Which is currently my primary expectation, unless we start to turn the ribbon into resistance. We've got a deeper correction I actually anticipate here for XRP going forward, okay? So on the daily time frame, there may be another little clue and something we need to keep an eye on that will indicate, okay, a sweet buying spot. Let me show you exactly what that is right now on the daily time frame. So looking at XRP on the daily time frame, at the moment we are seeing a nice little rally right now, but we are rallying to resistance, so we've got to be careful here, okay? Because structurally what we want to see off any bottom, we want to see 5 waves. So I'll zoom in with you. We want to see a bottom, retrace, hold the support as a low, and then up we go. So we've got to be patient there. If you take a look at this bottom, okay, so we rallied down and created a red sell up on the CoinsKid ribbon on the daily time frame. Then we rallied into the ribbon, yay, we're taking off in space, and then boom, we had that final flush down, where again we came up, made the high low, and broke out. So this is the structure I'm looking for in the CoinsKid ribbon on the daily time frame. I'm looking to get our ass back above the ribbon after the sell dot. You can clearly see we've got the sell dot and we're not above the ribbon, okay? But people are jumping up and down saying the bottom's in. So we don't see any confirmation of the bottom yet, and this is something I'm trying to relay to you. We've got to be patient here. One of the confluencing factors will be if we break into the ribbon, create a high low, and start to take it out and print a green buy dot, just like we did there, then I think what we've got is a 1. That red sell dot represents a 2. This green dot represents a 3. This red sell dot represents a 4, and then the next green buy dot that we see in the charts, it will mean you are in your 5th wave, just like you're in your 3rd wave there and you're in your 1st wave there. It will mean you are in your 5th wave, okay? So this is what I'm looking at right now, and I've gone through this with you before, that in this block here, okay, of price action, I'm looking for 5 impulsive waves to the upside, and I'm looking at the dots in the CoinsKid ribbon that I create for yourselves as a clue to the wave count. So 1, into the 2, into the 3, into the 4, which we now find ourselves in, and then the final 5th wave, okay, to the upside, which takes out all these resistance points above. So going forward, it's really important that structurally we hold all this support. Look at all this support we're currently holding for XRP. Now, one of the key things we could look at here, that if we do start to break out and take out the ribbon and start to print a green buy dot, we equally want to see a break of this resistance for XRP. We start to take that out, okay, fantastic, you know, you're breaking out, because at the bottom here there was a beautiful ascending triangle, resistance, support, break out on a 3rd point resistance, boom, look at that green buy dot. So this is something we're looking for, green buy dot in the current time frame above the ribbon, trending above the ribbon from wherever we've come. That will, you know, basically increase probability below, and you're looking for a breakout above, okay? So we've just got to be patient. I know a lot of people are jumping into degen longs and things like that, but you know, this is all part of the correction, I think, at the moment for XRP, and I don't see any reason to jump up and down and say the bottom's in here, guys, until I start to see the confluence and the data in the charts. Now, there is something obviously that's, you know, encouraging going forward, is basically the crystal ball indicator, your liquidity re-entering the market sometime over the next weekend or so. Boom, you should begin to break out if you're following and tracking liquidity, which so far we are. You know, since December we've been coming down the stairs, you got some kind of triple bottom down there, and then boom, you're breaking out in the liquidity. So that'd be absolutely amazing, because if it plays out again, fantastic. We should hold all this support, which is what we've done before in a previous fractal, and we should be looking to break out. But I'm looking for more clues in the chart, a green buy dot trending back up with the ribbon like we did there. Yeah, fantastic. We're well in our 5th wave right there, and at that point we can project to the upside from wherever we've come from. We can look at targets using Fibonacci, okay? So you understand the update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned, but please take care. Don't just degen and go with your life savings, because we're still potentially caught in this correction. Like I said to you, it's going to be complex. I remember when this wick down like this and people were saying it wouldn't fill it, but I did say to you, typically we do fill these wicks on XRP, so please be careful. I wish everyone was to look going forward. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Take care, everyone. Back soon with another update on XRP. Bye bye.